If our mind won't grow, we'll never grow. But our mind must grow. 'Cause if our mind won't grow, we'll never grow. But our mind must grow. 'Cause if our mind won't grow, we'll never grow. But our mind must grow. We are creating an environment of darkness. And our oppressors don't need to do anything anymore to us. Actually, they are winning. They accomplish the things. From the things of old, where our parents and some of us, from the injustices was afflicted upon us. We see our own people doing it to us now, and we don't say anything. Even if we go to jobs, to work, even the university. And if we can look at the different set of people, we all have one thing in common that we always can talk about. It's our own people, how they talk down to us and how they look at us and they prejudge us with their own eyes. No respect. It's like the guy who called you gate boy. Today is a gate boy, tomorrow is a big boss. It's just the position they're in at that time, but you treat him so bad. We can't change a generation by doing the same thing. What was afflicted upon us? Now we hear people talking, how much for your shoes, how much for your clothes. Now we're creating Yahoo boys because of these mindset. We make people believe they are not important because of the values of the clothes that they have. But when I was coming up, I was learning the clothes do not make the man make the clothes. So stop when we say how much for your this, how much for your clothes, how much for your shoes. These young people, they get that in their head. So next thing they do, they go to do the Yahoo and all kind of stuff to get money to believe they are important based on status. When I come up, it said it's good to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Again, we cannot change a generation by doing the same thing. Your same people are talking, oppressing your same people. We are destroying our own generation, oppressing them. I must emphasize on this message, leaders of the world, please. And I beg you, most of you guys in Nigeria and all that African continent, please start. It starts with you and it stops with you. You're destroying your own people. You look down on your own people. You bind them up with principality power. You're destroying them. We cannot get nowhere. The same thing we kept doing with Bucky Marshall system. The same thing, colonization was flicked upon us. We are doing the same thing even now. Are we getting worse? Our oppressors don't need to do anything. And so you train your children, you train them, and they're coming out. And you know what? They're looking down at others because they get what you've been trying. But you help them, but you never teach them. Like, no matter where you go in this life, be humble, be grateful, because it can be taken away from you. So if we came to slave, we come to bondage, we come to all, and you get to go to the university and all of that. And I promise you, when you're in the university and see one of your other black races, you look down on them, you look down on the scorn, you talk to them nasty and dirty. Who give you the authority? Who give you the right? Somebody is fight for you to be in that position. Fight for your parents to be in the position. And they're coming from the dirt themselves, from the slum. You look down on somebody else because you hate the fact. So if you come from where you come from, it's to take that and say, you know what, I understand. Lift your people up. Lift them up. We cannot get nowhere in this generation by doing the same thing, talking down. Listen, take for instance my people that I love so much. I don't want to call you names anymore. But when you deal with your people that way and look down on them, you tear them self-esteem away, you rip it out of them. And when they come to they talk down to someone else. I thank God I get to trouble. I'm crying to the Lord for what are we doing? We're destroying our own people. We're taking out the beating out of them. So these boys that you're talking about and become Yahoo boys and afflicted upon the same thing upon you, you create that. We are doing that. We make them believe they are nothing. How much is your shoes? How much is your shirt? How much it costs? Sir, what is this what we doing? Is this what we fight for? Is this what we come to? Is this this is our values now? To bring darkness upon our own people, to step on them, to make them feel less than. So therefore they need to go out and do all kind of ritual and all kind of things, because our generation, we believe in that if they don't have material things, they're not somebody. They must have certain kind of clothes to wear. Shame on you. And all the leaders too. We must come up against this nonsense. We're not going to get anywhere. I'm at a gas station getting some gas. I saw the young lady losing her card. So I go over to speak to her. I said, my father tell me this. And she running back. This grown woman who go and say, which church you go to? Are you Pentecost? Back in her car. That's the same kind of behavior we used to talk about. That even done to our own parents. Oh, we're scared of him because we're big and black. And when other people look at us, that's how they used to look at us and treat us. Now we're doing to our own people. We are doing it now. We don't need them to do it. Because that is in our mind. We are doing it. We're carrying out a duty now. Nobody else needs to do it. As I said in one video, everyone else hates us. But you know what? For some reason, there's a truth behind all of this. We can say, you know, they treat us better too than all we own kind treat us. Because, yes, it come around to the Bucky Marshall system. Our oppressors did a very good thing. Now we're creating a world of darkness. Because now we did it and we're doing it. Instead of understand that what was afflicted upon us, the way they treat us, we not treat each other the same way. We are too big now. Even a piece of paper, we have to look at our gateboard or something like, we're too big. But remember now, the IRs that you want today, you may not have them tomorrow. Life will wait a turn. The man that you spit on today, you maybe have to kiss his butt tomorrow. So be careful when you're going up. Because while you're going up, you may pass in the same people that you spit on going up when you're coming down. We must be careful. Leaders, when you talk about leaders, these are the things. Lead. We need to see people lead in position now. Our mind must grow. We're enslaving our own generation. We're lacking our own generation. We're doing all kind of things to them, and we're putting them back in darkness where they fought to take us out of darkness and stand up for generation 2. I am crying to somebody. You better understand what I'm telling you. Your parents must come from slavery. But the dignity that you have is to try to enslave on someone else and look down on someone else. And if you think you have a pair of shoes that cost $1 million, that's your business. Shut up, thank God, and be grateful. Because the tide may turn one day. And maybe I also think you're on. Because many have come up and fall. Please, I beg you for this generation. Stop. People are dying to get to you. To help you to get to the position that you are. Your parents are the parents before you. And suffer. But now your purpose is to suffocate your own people. To put them on a more slavery and more bondage. You're affecting people. You may think it's a joke or looking, but you're affecting your own kind by your own action and your own behavior. And I can tell you, seriously, I see a man into university as a security guard. The man is big time, but the people looking down on him because we're prejudged in our own eyes. We're doing it, but we don't like when other people doing it unto us. So we're treating others the same way that we don't like people. We're shouting and talking and be dogging to each other. When are we going to get it right? We can't change a generation with the same in slavery that they enslaved us and afflicted upon us. We must do better. We must help. Because what you're doing is not helping. And you continue the same trend, and you're going to see, you're going to get yours. Because everything, life just have a circle, and they come back around to you. May God bless you.